Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry.
Ocho, Warren Sapp, our boy, spoke about the anonymous NFL coach talking about Shedeur. Let's take a listen to what Sapp had to say.
And then we talk about a quarterback coach who's not a decision maker, wants to make that call about our quarterback.
Yeah.
Dog, I've been working for the last 48 hours to get his name. If I get his name, oh, buddy, we're going to do a deep dive into his life. He going to wish he never did. If you're not a decision maker, shut up. And if he doesn't understand what it is to be the baby of a family like that, he has all Bucky and Shiloh's strengths and his sister and none of their weaknesses. He's the daywalker.
I'm working. I'll tell Gigi to cut it for you. Okay?
Yeah, you ain't gonna find a more loyal guy than Sapp.
Thank you, baby.
I've been knowing Sapp for a minute. And anytime he call, I answer the phone the same way. What the hell you want, Sapp? Man, I told such and such that you was gonna say that way. I said, yeah, I'm always gonna say that. But he's right. Yeah. I mean, look, and it's always happens at some point in time, Ocho. There's gonna be somebody. I don't like the way he tied his shoes. I don't like the way he didn't hustle on this play. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole job of the combine. The combine, Chad, stay with me for just a second. The combine job isn't to build you up. It's to break you down. It's to tell you about all your flaws and why you shouldn't go where you go. You're not fast enough. He's not big enough. The point of attack, he gets lost in, his transition isn't good. He's not good with his eyes. He's not good with his hands. Oh, his arms are too short. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't play with a low center of gravity. Right. They're telling you all the things the guy, tell me what he can do, damn it. Because I got to take somebody out here. So what can they do? You telling me everything that he can't do. I need something. Tell me what he can do, and then we can go from there.
Yeah. And listen, the combine is a trip. I know it's about, your measurables, your intangibles, and all those things, how fast, how far you can jump, how far you can, do all these things. To me, the combine really doesn't matter. I think that's why some people choose not to do it, and they wait till they do their pro day, because what can you do when you turn on the film? That's what I want to see. If I was a scout, if I was a GM, if I was an owner, let me see your film. I don't care what you can do in shorts, because the game of football at the highest level isn't played in the shorts and the t-shirt. It's just not. It's just not. Now, watching you run and do drills, hey, that's all cute. That's cool. But in a structured environment, when it comes to playing and being productive,
you ain't running them drills like that.
At all. Tell Sissy. Hold on. Tell Sissy to cut you some watermelon. Tell I said now. Tell her now, because Daddy's working. Okay? And if they say,
but that's the thing, though, Ocho.
Huh?
But that's the thing. I mean, I promise you, Chad, I know y'all don't want to believe this, but the greater the athlete, the more arrogant and the more confident that individual is. He believes his ish don't stink. He believes he can walk on water. He believes he can part the Red Sea. He believes he can heal the sick. That's the mentality that you have to have. Do you understand?
They don't.
So you think a lot of times when it comes down to individuals, the talent is not that much different. It's the mindset in which they display that talent.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think people understand that. Now, I think this is where people get confused too, Unc. When you think about players that are elite, the first thing they'll say, well, Tom Brady wasn't cocky. Tom Brady wasn't arrogant. Peyton Manning wasn't arrogant. Right. No. That's why on the outside looking in, that's why on the outside looking in, I wish people actually knew them. Not the mask that they put on when it's time to talk in front of the goddamn camera. I'm talking about knew them. You feel me? Man, there's a reason why they're so great. There's a reason.
Believe. When people talk about Michael Jordan, what they say? That Joker competed in everything. He don't like to lose.
Yeah.
The great players. Bubby Bristol beat John Elway on his pool table. John sold the pool table. That's what grades do, man. I'm telling you, Ocho.
Hey, John sold the pool table, Unc?
Yep.
Yeah, no.
This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Did you know colon cancer is considered one of the most preventable yet least prevented cancers? When caught in the early stages, colon cancer has a survival rate of 90%. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. That's why the American Cancer Society recommends that if you're at average risk, you begin screening for colon cancer at age 45. And a convenient way to do that is with Cologuard test. The Cologuard test allows you to be in control of your colon cancer screening through prescription-based tests delivered to your door with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. No liquid prep, no days off, no invasive procedures. Plus, Cologuard test is affordable. Most insured patients pay $0, and a follow-up colonoscopy is needed after a positive Cologuard test. This is usually covered by insurance also. So if you're 45 years of older and at average risk, you can ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use Cologuard test if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopies. High-risk patients' Cologuard test in adults 45 to 49 is estimated based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only.
I mean, that's what Tom's saying.
Right.
Hey, y'all remember when what was it? The Deflategate, and they had some messages and they leaked Tom messages. What did he say? I'm playing the best football of my life. Hey, Peyton on his last legs. He about to be done.
Right.
That's it. What you think Kobe thought? You thought Kobe thought he was like the rest of the guys in the NBA?
Yeah.
You think LeBron James actually think he's like the rest of the guys? You think Jordan, Magic, Bird? Do you think the entrepreneurs, the actors, so you think Denzel think he's just like any other actor?
Mm-mm.
Is that what you think Viola Davis think? Meryl Streep? They just like anybody else. Stop it.
Mm-mm.
Stop it. You think Dr. Neil Elatrosh? You think James Anderson? You think they think they're just like any other orthopedic? Really? Is that what y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't think that. Y'all don't think that. It's a mindset.
And you got to have it to be successful.
Yes.
You got to have it.
And that's what when people what's the I don't know. I don't know what they I just know them how they treat me, and most time athletes treat other athletes well. I mean, hey, such and such, man, my mom is here. Can you meet my mom? Can you meet my dad? Can you meet my okay,
Yep.
sure. But you gotta have that. You gotta have a belief that I'm a bad mofo.
Got to.
I believe I'm the baddest. That's the mindset you have to be great. The greater you are, the bigger your ego. The greater you are, regardless of what you do, let it be sports, let it be entertainment. The greater you are, the bigger the ego.
Yeah. Every time.
So, with that being said, and look, what do they want the man to say? He don't believe he's good. He don't believe he can turn a franchise around. I mean, I'm trying. Help me understand, Ocho. What is he supposed to say? That I don't believe? Yes, I went to HBCU, turned that program around. Look at it. We're at ESPN. We're on ESPN. If I'm not mistaken, I think they might have had College Game Day down there one day.
Yeah.
Okay. I go to Colorado. Remember what Colorado was before we got there?
Turn them around.
Turn that around. So why shouldn't I believe I can't have that same level of impact or influence on an NFL team?
You got to have that kind of confidence. You got to.
Who goes into something thinking, man, I might fail? Well, that's what's going to happen. You already done put that bull jive in your head.
Well, most of the time, a lot of people want you to be humble, Unc. Because it makes them uncomfortable.
No. Because you have fear, that don't mean that's I fear what you fear. Just because you're afraid to be successful, you're afraid to follow your dreams, you try to poo-poo on mine. You try to, you think you better. No. You was good, but you didn't think you were good enough. I think I'm good enough. I don't need to be better. I just need to be good enough. Now what? Now you mad at me because I'm living out my dreams.
Yep.
I followed my passion. You didn't follow yours. You let somebody trick you out of your spot.
Yeah.
Man, you can't do that. You can't go there. You can't be this. And you believed them.
Happens all the time.
I listened to the one when people told me, Shannon, I couldn't go to college. And if you go to college, you can't go to the NFL. If you're NFL, you're just going to be a guy. I listened to the one person that when everybody's told me what I couldn't do, I listened to the one person that told me what I could do. Me. Because at the end of the day, what you telling me, so what impact are you going to have? Are you going to catch passes? Are you going to block? Are you going to run these routes? Are you going to get in front of this camera 5 times a week for Nightcap, first take, and come up? Are you going to be able to do all this? No, you're not. So why the F am I listening to you? Man, please. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, you're watching me. Why the hell would I listen to you? You're watching. Those that can do, those that can't, talk about those that can. Stay with me now.
I like that one. I like that one.
I ain't telling you nothing I couldn't do. Did it. But I'm not finna let you tell me just because you didn't do, just because you didn't follow your dreams, you didn't follow what you wanted to do, and somebody talked you out of that. Why would I ever listen to you? Do you understand where I came from? Even if I don't, Ocho, if I don't accomplish anything else in my life, I am a huge success by any stretch of the imagination. That's if I don't accomplish anything else. If something unforeseen, God said, well, Shannon, my faithful servant, come on home. Can't nobody tell Shannon Sharpe he wasn't a success. Can't nobody tell my family. No, can't nobody tell my kids, my loved ones, anybody. Can't nobody tell Shannon Sharpe wasn't a success because they saw where Shannon came from and they saw where he ended up. See, a lot of times people measure success by what you did. You measure success by overcoming what you thought you couldn't do. So every time, hey, it got hard, it was cold, that's all right. My grandma used to always tell no matter what happened, and it got bad at times. My grandma said, boy, it take all that to make a man. Barney and Mary Porter said, we raise men. Don't make no excuses. I don't make no excuse. I get it done. Get the job done. Or I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna give you everything. If I didn't get it done, you know, Shannon put everything he could into it. He just didn't get it done. But I agree with Sapp. I don't know why, but I told Time this. I said, Time, it's about you. See, they couldn't find flaws with you, so they take it out on your son. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Yeah.
Guys that were older than me, they couldn't bully my brother, so they try to bully me. I ain't no easy win. You ain't gonna get no rep off me. My brother, hey, you couldn't bully him. That you gonna try to bully his brother that's 3 years younger? I pick up something and bust hell at you. Hey, it is what it is. What are you talking about? Man, you don't fight fair. What? It's a fight, dum-dum. A fight is not, I don't know last time have you ever seen a street fight that was sanctioned? If they got a governing body for street fights?
No. Hey, you know,
a brick, a chair,
anything. First
whatever.
thing you get your hands on. And the funny thing about it, you know, Prime got Shedeur already ready for this.
Yes. He's been dealing with it his whole life.
He's having to deal with it his whole life because of who his father is. So I'm sure he's ready now.
Yep.
I know it doesn't bother him. He gonna be all right though. He's gonna be all right. And I hope he does exactly what he said he was going to do and stands on business by the comments that he made.